guys? Hey, welcome back. Team Fusion. This is Charles Rudibaugh. Good to see you guys. So just a quick little video on some clarity that I realized maybe I haven't been clear enough on or trained enough on in how to really utilize the Blitz planners. It's really for leaders. It's really for Jades and above. It's not something you want to give to a brand new rep. It's too much. It's overwhelming. But leaders should have a planner, right? They should have a planner. They should have, schedule their appointments. You want to help your reps learn, to nurture your reps, help them with three-way calls. Well, right, you've got all the handling objections and stuff in there. But this video, what I wanted to tell you about was more kind of precisely on this section right here at the back. There is a section for nurturing your reps. So check this out. So this is called the nurture section right here. And what you do is every rep you sign up, you're a leader, you're a Jade, you should have 3 reps right here written down, right? Your 3 reps. See, I was on the phone the other day with one of my leaders who's a new Jade, and I said, hey, she's like, well, none of my team's duplicating, they're not doing what I'm doing, and I don't really know what to do, what's the next step, but she just keeps sending them information, giving them more info, I think hoping that they would just go do it, which is like a natural thought process for a new leader, right? But the reality is most people need they need help. They need us to walk them through it. They need us to sit down with them and nurture them, really work with them. So I said, well, you got a Blitz planner, right? All you got to do to move people forward is just put their names in and check off the boxes, right? But there was like a gap in communication. See, her idea was to give the new rep the planner so they've got the check boxes and they can, check off all the boxes themselves. But new people aren't going to do that, right? They're overwhelmed. That's too much. The Blitz planner is for us as leaders. So imagine, so I had 100 people join my team in my first 40 days, 100 people. So what I would do, if I didn't have these back then, I created them after that because it started duplicating so fast. People are like, what do I do next? So I would put 100 people's names here, but this page only gives me 25. But luckily the planner gives me 25, that's 50. How many do we have here total? We have room for 25, 50, 100, 150, 200 reps. Room for 200 reps in your 90-day blitz. If you sign up 200 distributors in your 90-day blitz, you're going to be kicking butt, right? And we'll get you a new planner, right? It's all good. If you sign up 200 reps in your next 90-day blitz, I'll buy you a new planner, right? Who cares? So it's making us money. And so 100 reps, I would write down all of their names right here. Right? I'm not going to give out 100 planners to 100 new people so they can do it on their own. I'm the leader. I'm going to write down their names. And then what's the next step? I got their phone numbers right here. So all I need is this. I can check my Blitz planner and I know exactly the name, their phone number, and their start date. Because start date's important. I'm also going to program that into my phone so that I know their first 31 days. And it's like I can look at it. Okay, Doug's on day 29, right? And so after that, now you're going to check off the boxes. You're just trying to check off boxes for all your new people. You're like, how do I mentor them? How do I nurture them? What do I do with them next? How do I get them a rep on their team? All we got to do is like, what do I do next? What do I do next with my new people? I got these people, 5 people just joined me. What do I do next? Well, it tells you right here. We're going to check off the box whether they signed up at the builder pack or the premium pack, because that's going to let me know whether I'm going to have extra QV next month, and I can start calculating up how many premium packs got in. That's going to give me extra QV next month and the month after, right? Residual volume. And then I'm going to check off the box whether they did their VIP 20 or not. If they don't do their VIP 20 on Kyani Social, they're not going to be able to activate their links. When I got launched, Mr. Bradford's like, hey, you got to fill out these VIP 20. And I was like, what's this for? And he's like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We just got to do it. I was like, okay, yes, sir. I'm my VIP 20 getting launched. And he knew, he knew what it did. He just wanted to keep it simple. Like, it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Boom. Okay. Yes. Boom. Yes, sir. And so next we're checking off the box whether they got onto the Breakfast of Champions calls. Because that's the most important thing. If every new rep's getting on Breakfast of Champions calls, it's going to build value for the launch call. It's going to give them training and tips and tactics every morning. It's going to bring them back down to the basics every morning. It's going to teach them the system and the strategies every morning, saving you time. You're not going to have the conversation teaching them how to do a 3-way call. You won't have to waste your time teaching them how to do edification. You won't have to waste your time building value for a PBR or a DFY or follow-up. All these things go on the topics of the Breakfast of Champions call. So instead of doing a Jade and above call every week, we do a call for the Jades every week, for the Garnets and the Jades who are trying to go Pearl every single day. We do it every single day in the morning, Breakfast of Champions. Now, we got them on that. Awesome. They're getting on the Breakfast of Champions. They're getting fired up. They're plugged in. Well, we still got to get them launched, right? The Breakfast of Champions is kind of like continued education, right? This is, we got to get them launched though. Do you want to really launch your business? Maybe somebody's like wants to be a silent partner. They're barely in. I mean, they're still super tentative and hesitant. To really launch someone strong, we got to launch them right. And if they're super nervous or don't really want to do much, we don't need to push them all into it. Just get them on the Breakfast of Champions, get them on the YouTube training. But we want to get the people who are serious, we got to get them launched. And also launching people gets them to be more serious. They start to understand more about how this all works and comfortable, right? And so launch, I can check it off, whether I launched them privately, like myself, whether I did the launch, or whether they got onto the group launch on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or Sunday, right? But either way, they got to get onto the launches, right? The more group launch boxes we can check off, the more duplication we're going to have, and the more time we're going to save ourselves, right? So we want to get maybe 60% of our reps launched on the group launch would be great. 80%, oh my gosh, we're creating huge leverage. And then what's after that? Well, we got to get them a rep. Let's get them a rep. Let's get them a rep on their team, right? From someone from who they know. So I look at this list and I know that when I'm going checking off boxes today, okay, who can I help? Well, Doug. Doug's number one. Oh, he doesn't have his first rep yet. I got to get him his first rep. You call Doug. Hey, Doug, how can I help you get someone? Who can you put me on the phone with today? We're going to help him get a rep. And we want to get him to Jade. We get him a rep. We want to get him to Jade. I'm like, well, he's not a Jade yet. I can't check that box off yet. It's not going to happen in the next few days, but we can get him a customer. Check off the customer box as soon as possible. Let's get him his first customer right away. If he gets a customer, he's going to be getting paychecks every single month no matter what. So let's check off that customer box, right? And every day we're just waking up trying to figure out who we can help and what do we got to do next. We got him his customer. Let's have his first PBR. We haven't checked off the PBR box. We need to check off PBR boxes. We need to do PBRs. This rep can't say they've launched the business. We haven't really helped them. We haven't really served them. We haven't really done what we need to do if we haven't held a PBR for them. Right? So it's, Charles, I want your help. What can I do? It's like, I don't know what to do unless you want to schedule another PBR, right? And then if they come to a DFY, we can check that one off maybe right in the beginning because that's how they came into the business from a DFY. Boom, we're checking that off. And we have a bunch of empty boxes, but we're checking off the DFY box right away. We're just trying to check off as many boxes possible as fast as possible. And we know we're not going to duplicate ourselves unless we get them to a regional training. And we're going to do everything we can to get them to come to an ILA. But that's the last box. We want to check. If we can check off a bunch of these boxes, it's going to be easier to check off the last one because of little victories, getting people little victories. So we want to put all the names in here. So it's not, giving out 100 of these to 100 people. It's buying one for yourself for your 90-day blitz and then filling up the calendar, tracking your numbers and your goals. I can make another video about that. But this is your nurturer. This is so that you don't have to know what to do even. This is so that you don't have to be a pro or an expert. You just have to start. Right? You just want to start nurturing your reps and checking off boxes. And you sign up 10 reps this week, awesome. You put 10 names in here, and now we're working on checking off boxes. You're the leader. Right? And now people are popping Jade, and maybe you give them this as a gift, or you just build the value for it so that they can want to buy one for themselves and go on their own 90-day blitz. Right? But the key is nurturing your reps and literally using the planner the way it's designed to create income. The planner will build your income. This will create the income if we just follow it and check off boxes. I mean, why do we have 200 slots for people if we're just giving them to people we would just have one slot for you to check it off yourself and we'd give it to you as a brand new rep. But this isn't for the brand new reps who are garnets, who are distributors, who just joined. This is for you as a leader, Jade, trying to go Pearl, trying to create duplication in your business. And now where does the duplication come from? Comes from the planner. It doesn't come from somebody being an expert and doing all this naturally. Like I do it pretty much naturally after 10, almost 11 years. But most people, for the first few years, it's like, what do I do next? So what do I do next? So anyone can become a duplicator. Anybody can duplicate the leaders. Anybody can have duplication going on in their business if people are just using the planner to track their reps and check off boxes. And they're using the objection handler to learn how to handle objections so they can start doing 3-way calls. Right? And you're setting your goals at the back. And there's other tools in here as well, like the daily leg volume QV tracker, exposures tracker. You can build your business in multiple ways, but this was designed not just to look good, not just to carry around to feel good. We got the pictures on here, recognition. We got pictures in here, recognition of the leaders. I mean, look at this, like pictures, all the recognition of leaders. But the main thing is to really utilize it as a tool that will make you, it won't cost you $15, it'll make you $15,000 in your 90-day blitz, in your first 90-day blitz, 15 grand. You're getting promoted because you are signing up reps and you're nurturing them with the nurture rep tracker and you know exactly what to do for your reps. But if you're expecting people to just get a planner and go do this on their own, that's just the not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And some people will come in your business and just go blow it up and do it on their own. And we're looking for those, right? That's the best people we could have on our team. But how do we find those? By nurturing our reps who aren't independently right out of the gates doing this on their own, to find those people who will go in to be independent and be leaders. And when someone goes out on their own, just going out being independent anyways, right in the beginning, half the time they're doing it all wrong anyways. So being coachable is a key, especially if you're a leader going fast. And also if you're a leader wanting to find leaders through your organization. It's just all about using the Blitz Planner. So thanks guys, we'll see y'all soon.